Okay, welcome back. Yesterday, I left you at reasons. You should have 3 reasons why your thesis is pertinent, how you're going to argue that thesis. Today, we're going to talk about evidence. Now, you're going to gather a lot of evidence today. I'm not going to tell you how much to gather of each category, but I'm going to tell you the categories to give you an idea of where to look and what you can use for evidence. Okay, the evidence really needs to be relevant, which means that it applies to your situation. For example, my topic is do it yourself, and so if I give evidence that's about the election, that's not really relevant. It doesn't have anything to do with it. So I should keep my evidence relevant with the topic I'm talking about. Okay, you're going to use this to help convince your reader. Okay, now these are the types of evidence. First thing, you've got analogies, okay, which it shows a similarity between typically unrelated items, but you show how something is important or pertinent by doing that comparison. And my example is people should care as much or more about developing their doing skills as they are their knowing facts. Okay? So, I forgot a parenthesis here. The next form of evidence is an anecdote or a personal story. Okay, the anecdote that I'll give you is, my dad has never made over $50,000 a year in his life, but his brother has made much more. His brother is still in debt while my dad isn't. The difference between them is that my dad knows a little about many things. His brother knows a lot about electrical work, but he has appetites, right? He's got different things he likes to spend his money on. So that brings us to our next kind of evidence, and that is a commonly accepted belief. And for this one, I just put a quote, because I've said this a lot, and a lot of people agree with me. It's not what you make that matters, or how much you make, but what you do with what you make, right? So that essentially means that my dad made more, or did more with his $50,000 than his brother did with his, I think, $75,000 a year. Okay. The next one is an example. Okay. Example: a handyman can bring home $20,000 a year, but have few expenses, and be better off than a doctor who brings home $100,000 a year who has $90,000 a year of expenses. So essentially, the handyman has $20,000 a year of just free spending money, while the doctor only has $10,000. Interesting example. Okay, so that just goes to show you money management does matter for everyone. So that's a skill you might want to consider acquiring. The next one is an expert opinion. Okay, and this is my expert opinion because I am an expert in handyman work. I've been doing it for 5 years. Handyman are crappy for specific jobs, meaning very technical, very specific, like repairing a TV. Okay, you wouldn't hire a handyman to do that because it's just too specific. But they'll save you money when you use them instead of a contractor on a small job or like a remodel or something like that. Okay, and the next type of evidence is a fact. Okay, a fact. It's a statement that can be proven true. Well, here's a fact I actually pulled from this source right here. Okay, no, I didn't use MLA. I just put the link in there because I'm not providing you a works cited page. While handymen can handle many household repairs, they may not be licensed for some projects like plumbing or electrical work. Okay, now that is true to an extent. Handymen cannot do work on electrical wiring, like running wires, and they can't run vent or drain pipe or water lines. However, they can change fixtures, meaning like overhead fans or vent fans or toilets. They can change those. So there's your fact that you would use and that I would use in my project. Okay, so what I want you to do is collect, you're going to be doing 3 paragraphs, and you have 3 reasons. So I'm going to say collect at least 2 pieces of evidence per reason that you have. If you don't have reasons yet, come up with those reasons, but you need at least 2 pieces of evidence per reason. Do work on this in a Google Doc so that you don't lose your progress. And if you have questions, ask me. You can email me or ask me in person if you're in class. Good luck, and thanks for watching.